Is it fate that puts us in a little whirlpools of everyday sameness and commodities? Or is it human nature, full of short fuses, selfishness, banality, and lack of understanding? What is it that makes us so susceptible to repeating over and over things that are not good or even harmful to us and others? Why is it that every time we pledge change, that change is pulled from underneath our feet? Are we really that bad, weak, stupid, incorrigible, demented? Or are others complicit in making us succumb to our shortcomings? Can we even blame others, or can we only blame ourselves? The answer is within. It is within us that the causes of our repeatable mistakes sleep deeply buried. It is within us that the source of everything that's gone wrong starts. We come to this world on one hand, pure and new. On another, there is an imprint of consciousness past and a directive we follow. We, human beings, are one with each other and one with the universe. We cannot be separate because we come from the same. The source is within us, is us, and is everything else. We are not separate from the so-called God as we've been told. We are God. That word does not fully encompass what it was supposed to symbolize. It's just a label that was put onto something that couldn't be explained. The separation that was a result of that was harmful and unforgivable. For this separation led us to the departure from our original state. It is our ultimate self-goal that we don't realize we harm ourselves when we harm others. We perpetuate the cycle of misery, disadvantage, and lack of hope. We as one should work together towards a brighter future, where everything is available to everyone, and every woman, child and man can live happily ever after. What does that have to do with repeating our mistakes? A lot. The mistakes we make are nothing more than trial and error of our preferences, of what needs to be sorted into desirable and undesirable. What's serving us well and what isn't? What brings us joy and what doesn't? What makes us happy and what doesn't? What brings us together and what doesn't? What we want more and what not? All good and all bad in the very general meaning of the word, because good and bad does not really exist. So when some mistake happens over and over again, we need to ask ourselves what it is that we want. Because we clearly haven't decided. Once, twice, thrice, we come up to the same fork in the road, and yet again, we choose the path we are later not happy with. An answer we are not happy with, we call a mistake. We were called to choose a path, and we chose one that caused us to regret it. We can look at it from two sides though. One is a lesson we learned, that we didn't like the outcome of our choice. So why did we revisit it? Perhaps because the good answer would not be good for us in the long run. Maybe that mistake is directing us towards another door. Maybe that mistake is not a mistake at all. Maybe we were late because we were not supposed to be somewhere. Maybe we weren't there for someone because being there would cause more grief than bring relief or joy. Maybe not picking up that phone meant you lost out on a horrible experience and not a great opportunity. Maybe being wrong was being right. Maybe we got it all wrong from the beginning. Maybe it's time to let ourselves off the hook and stop with the guilt, which brings us more bad experiences than good. Maybe it's time to stop ourselves being the victims of our own perception of the world. Breathe a little deeper, smile a little wider. Be more in the moment than on the phone. and be more in tune with yourself and not with expectations of others. Be what you were meant to be, not what you were molded in by the society, who long time ago lost the sight of what matters. And that is you mattering to yourself, me mattering to myself, she, he mattering to themselves. Or you can look at your mistakes, like so many others have chosen before, as stains on the moral and mental state when nothing is forgiven but all forgotten, when you and I are separate and things we do to each other have no impact on ourselves, where you and I are strangers and always strange, not expressions of the same, all encompassing, all being source. Ask yourself which option feels better and which one chimes with your one true self. Separation and lack of forgiveness, or oneness and full acceptance. Have a good day, good week, good month, and a good year. See you soon.